Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
In the news tonight, Environment Ministry taking legal action against 3 businesses. FNPF reveals grounds of withdrawals. And welfare recipients told not to depend entirely on benefit scheme.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Smith.
The Ministry of Environment is in the process of taking legal action against 3 businesses for improper waste disposal. According to Permanent Secretary Joshua Wycliffe, these businesses have been discharging waste that's harmful to the environment. Pranita Prakash reports an anti-litter campaign has been launched by the Environment Ministry as there has been growing concerns on littering and waste disposal.
In the last 8 to 10 months, a few cases have been forwarded to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for sanctioning of charges.
The Waste and Pollution Control Unit has forwarded at least 3 cases. In terms of prohibition notices, there are about 18 for the waste, 18 prohibition notices out for businesses. And then there are a few that are in the pipeline that are being worked out and handed over to the prosecutions.
Further steps are being taken to ensure there is strict monitoring of waste disposal and littering.
In the next 1 or 2 weeks' time, we will be launching an environmental hotline so people can immediately call toll-free and straight away report any littering that they see, so immediate action can be taken. Fiji has also now entered the the era of the drone technology, where now senior staff are getting trained to monitor compliance through drone technology, so lifetime pictures are taken and fed back as reports to the unit and inspectors.
The litter campaign will run through the next 3 months. Meanwhile, the ministry confirms that in the last 18 months, more than $1,240 sport fines have been issued to Fijians for littering. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Fiji National Provident Fund members can no longer withdraw their general account based on 23 grounds. It has been revealed by FNPF General Manager Member Services Apinisa Wangai Rawai that their members can now only do withdrawals based on 5. Ana Ravulo has more.
There has been strict conditions in accessing FNPF accounts, as it has been noted that a lot of people have less than $10,000 in their accounts due to constant withdrawals.
70% of your money is preserved for retirement. Okay? So, for all of us members now, you have 2 accounts. General account is 30%, where you can access the 5 grounds of withdrawals, but the 70% is preserved for your retirement. The only time you can touch that when you are purchasing a first property or a land.
Wangai Rawai says their services are available in terms of teaching the members the best way to save for the long run.
After that, we were receiving requests from the West and the North. This is what, there's a hunger for this information out there. This is why we are going out to provide also the people of the West and the North.
Having got the figures from FNPF 6 months prior to the day, the figures adding up to, if I may, over 100,000. I thought that was it. I had enough to take me through to the end of life, of course.
The FNPF team is expected to head to the Western and Northern divisions to raise more awareness on saving money for retirement. Ana Ravulo, FBC News.
Welfare recipients should not depend entirely on the Social Welfare Ministry's poverty benefit scheme, but should look for other sources of income. The call comes after the ministry received complaints from recipients who are claiming the money is not enough to meet their daily household needs. Kelly Vadala reports.
Over 20,000 Fijians are registered under the Poverty Benefit Scheme, while the Social Welfare Ministry has introduced income-generating projects to further assist them.
Likewise, we encourage them to look for means of income. And so that's why we have the other program the income generating program, we can assist households if they are willing to take part, or involve themselves in income generating projects.
Rupeni Fatiaki says the objective of the scheme is to encourage people to explore other income opportunities.
Look for other means that would help them, earn some income to supplement, what government has been giving them.
The ministry's permanent secretary, Dr. Josefa Korevueta, says a lot of assistance has been provided to families and it's only fair that they play their part.
If you look at the financial load of parents now, then the financial load of parents that was, say, 10, 15, 20 years ago, it's quite a big difference. The financial burden on the family, on parents now is much less.
Meanwhile, the Social Welfare Ministry says recipients of the Poverty Benefit Scheme receive $127 per month. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Our oceans would still be in trouble even if the world's climate was not changing. Speaking at the Global Climate Action Summit in San Francisco, California, COP23 President Vorengen Bainimarama highlighted the issue of overfishing, pollution and the sheer weight of human exploitation affecting ocean health. Kelly Vadala reports.
The president of COP23 made it clearly globally that the Pacific depends on the ocean for survival on a daily basis and cannot afford to lose it.
As we watch the sea steadily steal our lands, and as we foresee wetlands, atolls and barrier islands disappearing beneath the waves, we are driven to fight for our homes. When the coral reefs we love and depend on start dying before our eyes, we cannot contain our anger and sadness. When traditional fish stocks flee from our waters, we fear for our future.
Bainimarama says ocean ecology and climate change is closely related, that we cannot attempt to solve the crisis of one without confronting the other.
When we see that in some quarters there is no sense of urgency to solve this crisis, we feel betrayed. And yet we are determined not just to survive, but to fight and conquer. Fiji will take the lead by strengthening our NDCs to take action on the ocean climate action agenda.
He adds that the focus is now on harnessing the global Talanoa and making it into a political outcome at COP24 in Poland later this year to show that we're serious about confronting climate change. Kelly Badala, FBC News.
Free Wi-Fi for people in Singatoka. Details after the break.
Bula neva ngo malakai leloma ngo ngai nakas on do rong nam bula fep nam bandu ay na sere
hoya o vasit sai sai lambasa e on do talita no warong nam bula fm nam bandu ay na sere
gua do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka talita kina na warong nam bula fm nam bandu ay na sere
wana tuma nam bula fm nam bandu ay na sere maluan
na vengo fane na tao no ngo singa toka kito do talita kana bula fm nam bandu ay na sere
Bula FM number 2 en sere.
Commissioner Police Brigadier General Siti Veningilio says the investigation into allegations of assault and confinement by the Grace Road Church founder Shin Ok-ju continues. This is part of a wider investigation by Korean police who had come to Fiji last month, carrying out a raid at the church's headquarters in Navua and questioning followers if they wanted to go home to South Korea. Ensuring that the stats of violence against women in the Pacific is reduced is one of the core focuses of the Pacific-China Friendship Association. Association President Dr. Hiro Tino says they will work closely with partners to map out ways in addressing the issue. Sanyan Boiler reports, according to UN Women, 2 in every 3 women in the Pacific are victims of violence.
The ever-increasing violence against women in the Pacific has urged the Pacific-China Friendship Association to stand up and help victims.
It is not a one-step solution. We have to find ways to correct this. So we have to put in place programs on a long scale that can actually help elevate those problems.
Association Councillor Benedict Nganilau says collaborating with other organizations which already have existing violence against women programs can accelerate the reduction of violence in the Pacific.
So before we go into a formal program, we are absorbing ourselves where we can, where there is an existence, the AW program, and what we are also in attendance to is being there in a response.
The Pacific China Friendship Association is currently engaging with 13 Pacific Island countries to provide support, counseling and other relevant needs to victims of violence. Sanyani Mboila, FBC News.
Once the Nealon Market opens, it will reduce the number of vendors selling along the Suvarnabhumi corridor. Local Government Minister Praveen Kumar says with the construction of the building almost complete, they are now working on the cafeteria section together with the tables for market vendors. Kumar says the new market is expected to be open by next month.
It's around 5 million that we have spent on the market and the surroundings. But let's not forget, it's not only about the construction cost. The whole idea of doing that market was to get all these roadside vendors to one place.
More areas around the country now have free public Wi-Fi hotspots. Today, parts of Singatoka town were linked up with free Wi-Fi hotspots, which will allow residents to access the internet at any time. Felipe Naikaso has more.
Good news for people living in Singatoka, as they now can enjoy free internet following the launching of the free public Wi-Fi hotspot at Singatoka Riverside.
Wi-Fi hotspots all the way from the bridge that goes up to the valley, along this riverbank, all the way up to the Melrose Bridge. You have this small park here just behind us, and also that street that goes into the market and the bus stand area.
The launching of the free hotspots is also to encourage more people to use the internet.
But we also want to provide what we call safe spaces for people to be able to come and congregate, meet up, use internet services and interact with each other also.
It is good, yeah, because the network is very low here. Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have a data and you need to send something to somewhere, your wife, your friends or somebody overseas. Something good about this free Wi-Fi support, you can always send it anytime you have, because it's a free zone place.
It's a very good thing for our side.
$40 million has been allocated in the 2018-2019 budget to the ICT sector, which is expected to increase speed in public Wi-Fi hotspots in Fiji. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
Ahead in sports, 35th Fiji Regatta has been hailed a success.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singatoka. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Defending champions Queensland Country defeated the Fijian draw 52-22 in round 3 of the National Rugby Championship in Brisbane this afternoon. Queensland Country led the draw 38-10 at halftime. Fiji scored 4 tries while Queensland Country scored 8. The Lautoka football side will defend the 2018 Vodafone Premier League title. This is after second place Ndraketi held by at 1-1 this afternoon. The interesting match tomorrow will be between Tavo and Ndraketi. This will decide who gets relegated and who stays in the top division. Tavo, after holding Lambasa 0-0 today, has 9 points and needs only a draw against Ndraketi tomorrow. The Ndraketi side will go for a must-win tomorrow as they only have 7 points in the bag. Lautoka has 28 points after 13 matches and will play Rewa at home tomorrow at 3 p.m. The 35th Fiji Regatta has been hailed a success following its week-long competition at Muscat Cove Island Resort. 100 yachts from around the world took part in various competitions, with the main race occurring around Malolo Island. Felipe Naikaso has more.
The Fiji Regatta is expected to further grow next year following spectacular races from these yachties.
Yeah, it's definitely grown over the years, and it's to the point where people all over the world are putting it on their cruising calendar to make sure that they're in Fiji and make sure they're at Muscat Cove in September for Regatta Week.
The main race around Malolo Island was won by Kiwi Dale Harper and his team. Harper is also no stranger to the Fiji waters.
To be honest, I've had a connection with Fiji for a long time. I was out here 17 years ago in a 30-foot yacht. I met the mother of my child, and this place, everyone keeps coming back because Fiji is amazing.
We'd love to see more and more participation from local yachts.
At least 300 people gathered at Muscat Cove to watch the races. Philip and Icaso, FBC Sports.
Cronulla Sharks have survived a comeback from the Penrith Panthers with a heart-stopping 21-20 victory in the NRL preliminary semi-final last night. Sharks led 18-2 at halftime. Fijian-born winger Wanga Blake scored Panthers' fourth try in the 68th minute of play. A dominant opening half has carried Northland to a much-needed 49-19 Mitre 10 Cup win over Manawatu last night. The win sees Northland improve their season record in 2 wins and 3 losses and jump to third on the championship ladder at the end of the night. Meanwhile, Tasman unleashed their frustrations from the heavy loss to Auckland in their last Mitre 10 Cup premiership game to thrash helpless Taranaki 53-17. A trough of low pressure lies slow moving to the southwest of Fiji. It is expected to gradually move towards the group and affect the country from later tonight till Monday. Taking a look in the west, cloudy conditions was experienced with a slight drizzle over some areas. Eastwards from Pack Harbour to Suva, it was a cloudy morning. However, it cleared around midday, making way for some sun in the afternoon. And up north, it was a much cooler Saturday with cloudy conditions from the morning. At sea, it's east to southeast winds 20 to 25 knots, winds gradually easing from later tomorrow. For the tides, high tide is at 6:28 a.m. with low tide at 10:56 p.m. Sunrise is at 6:06. Tomorrow, it's similar conditions from today. It'll prevail right through, so don't forget your umbrellas. Tomorrow's temps, it will be a cool Sunday with most parts of the country recording in the 20s. And our further outlook, we're looking further into Monday. It's brief showers. Continuing. Recapping the main stories for tonight. Environment Ministry taking legal action against 3 businesses. FNPF reveals grounds of withdrawals. And welfare recipients told not to depend entirely on benefit scheme. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment this week, we're asking, are we doing enough to conserve water during this prolonged dry spell? Now, to have your say, you can visit our FBC website at fbc.com.fj. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, stay safe. Good night.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.